Tipsy comes from the music side of things, more studio, stage, performance, presentation, that kind of vibe. So the M3 doesn't feel like they just made a gaming product and then try to make it sound better after. It feels like they made an IEM with a certain sound and design first, and then we're like, all right, this actually makes sense for gaming too. The M3 shell is pretty compact, so for me, this is not one of those huge IEMs. I feel like it's taking over your whole ear. It's pretty easy to wear for longer sessions. I didn't have any pain or fatigue even after using these for several hours at a time. One thing I would recommend though is definitely spend a few minutes trying the different ear tips. Don't just grab the first pair, throw them in, and make a decision there. Try the silicone ones, try the foam ones, try different sizes. Um, Especially for gaming, because the seal affects more than just bass. It can change how centered things feel, how sharp footsteps are, how easy it is to judge distance, and even affect directionality. So in order to give them a fair shot, just make sure you're getting a good seal on them. For gaming, I care way more about separation than just volume. Making footsteps loud isn't that hard, and a lot of cheap headsets and cheap IEMs can make footsteps loud. The more difficult part is keeping the whole audio scene organized. Like, can I tell what's close and what's far? Can I tell if something is above me or behind me? Can I separate a footstep from my own movement, from environmental noises, from gunshots, teammate comms? And the M3 excels at all of that. The sound feels spacious, but not in a fake surround soundy way where everything gets weird and phasey. It feels like sounds have more room around them, if that makes sense. In Tarkov, makes a big difference for me because Tarkov audio is already chaotic, and you're almost never listening to one clean sound by itself. You might be hearing someone on metal stairs, someone walking over wood, someone ADSing in another room, your own gear moving, rain outside, shots across the map, all at the same time. Bad audio gear kind of blends that all together and just makes it an indistinguishable blob of audio. With the M3, the separation makes it easier to mentally sort through what you're hearing. And the real test for me isn't just, can I hear footsteps? It's more like, can I understand the audio fast enough to make the right decision? For music, the M3 is tuned a little more on the fun side than the flat side. The bass has some body to it, so drums, bass lines, synths, and anything low end heavy actually have some punch, but it doesn't feel like the bass is just taking over everything. Vocals still come through pretty clearly. Instruments have some space, and the top end gives it enough air that it doesn't feel dark or closed in. So these aren't what I'd call a reference IEM. If you're mixing audio or trying to hear every tiny flaw in a track, this probably isn't going to be your first pick. But for normal listening, gaming, sitting at your desk, editing, watching videos, listening to music, these are really good. They do everything really well.